Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
It's very true that it takes a village to raise a child. And when it comes to my healthcare village at Community Health Network, it's all nestled right in my phone. Accessing healthcare is the ability to be connected with your provider and ask a question when you need it. I feel like when I'm meeting with a community nurse practitioner or doctor, they're tuned in to what is going on with me and the way that they can serve me best.
Stand by me.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dunk for tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, visit HamiltonCounty.com, the Hamilton County Sports Authority, Blades, Audio, Video, and Security, Hamilton County Reporter, Sarah Cleverly of FC Tucker Real Estate, and the Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance. I'm Brad Silbert, along with Perry Williams. Welcome to the Dunk on, Perry, what I'd call a rather chilly Friday evening here.
Well, I can tell you it's a lot chillier than it was last night, because that was a beautiful night when we played down at Franklin Central last night, which the Millers won 11-0. But this is a different day and different pitchers and on a different field, so it should be a pretty good ball game.
Millers had an excellent night last night with, what was it, 11-0, I believe? Was
Yeah,
the final score?
11-0.
And
They got 10 hits last night, but Franklin Central got four hits last night. But and actually, Dylan Manning, a senior who DH'd, got a hit. So did Back.
well, it's not going to get any easier for the Flashes tonight. Nolan Decker is on the mound tonight. He is coming in with an excellent pitching record, and Miller's overall at 9-2, Flashes at 5-5. So it's going to be, I think, we may be looking at a 2-game sweep here.
Franklin Central. His ERA is 2.67. He's 2-2 on the year. He's made 5 appearances. He has pitched 21 innings. He's pitched the most innings for Franklin Central, giving up 20 hits, but he has 31 strikeouts in 21 innings, so pretty good pitcher. He has faced 89 batters for the season.
So we are just about ready to go with the opening festivities here. The home plate meeting is over. Umpires are ready to go, and we're going to turn things over to Craig Atkins.
And tonight's second game of this Hoosier Crossroads Conference Series between our visitors, the Franklin Central Flashes, and your Noblesville Millers. Let's first meet the starters for the Flashes. Leading off, playing right field, number 10, Carson Back. Hitting second, playing shortstop, number 2, Nate Schwark. Batting third and playing first, number 19, Brian Lockhart. Hitting fourth, the DH, number 13, Dylan Manning. Batting fifth and catching number 1, Dylan Richards. Batting sixth, the second baseman, 16, Ben Olmansik. Batting seventh, number 7, the third baseman, Nevin Teterow. Hitting eighth in left field, number 3, Jack Cecil. Batting ninth in center field, number 9, Ty Horvath. Pitching for Franklin Central is number 17, Weston Harvey. Head coach for the Flashes is Greg Shotley. And now let's meet the starters for your Noblesville Millers. Leading off and playing second base, number 2, Trevor Corbett. Batting second and playing third, number 15, Aiden Reynolds. Hitting third, the DH, 19, Jacob Baker. He's hitting for the catcher, number 6, Sean McMahon. Batting fourth and pitching, 22, Nolan Decker. Batting fifth and playing left field, 27, Aiden Ramsey. Batting sixth and playing first, number 3, McCoy Fulton. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 4, Joe Glander. Batting eighth in center field, number 24, Blake Widget. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 1, Brady Bishop. Head coach of the Millers in his 20th year as Justin Beaver. He's assisted by Kevin Fitzgerald, Scott Hansen, Bryce Wardell, and Ben Yoder. Fans, at this time, we ask that you all please rise, and those wearing caps kindly remove them as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, Perry, as you can tell by watching the American flag out there during the national anthem, the wind is going to be a factor tonight. Right now, they're saying it's blowing in from the west-northwest at about 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 18. So it looks like maybe not quite as much long ball tonight with that wind being that brisk coming in. But, that's April baseball for you. You just
you never know what kind of weather we're going to have here in April.
Nolan Decker takes the mound for the Millers. Defensively for the Millers from in the outfield, it'll be Aiden Ramsey in left, Blake Widget in center, Joe Glander in right. Across the infield from third to first, it'll be Aiden Reynolds, Brady Bishop, Trevor Corbett, and McCoy Folk. And, of course, the catcher will be Sean McMahon, and the pitcher, as we said before, will be Nolan Decker. So we're just about ready to go here on the fans. They're going to have to I hope that they brought a little bit of
they're going to have to bundle up. But, this is a veteran baseball fan base. So I would say that most of the friends I have probably has every different type of clothing and attire in their car. So.
Well, I grew up in Chicago, and you could have, in some places in Chicago, it could be 75 or 80 degrees. In other places, it could be down in the 60s, especially if you're going down near the lakefront. And one of the lessons I learned early in this business is you keep your trunk filled with all kinds of coats and warm weather gear, because you just never can tell what Mother Nature is going to throw at you.
Absolutely. Nolan Decker on the mound for the Millers here tonight. Sean McMahon behind the plate.
Decker comes in with a 1-0. He's 1-0 on the season. He's made 3 appearances so far. A 4.73 ERA.
One thing we've learned over the years with Decker, he throws strikes.
Yes, he does.
And he hits his spots very well.
Well, we're just ready to go here, and we'd like to thank you once again for joining us tonight here on Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. Great to be with you tonight, wherever you have out to left field. 2 strikes. Decker quickly ahead in the count. Strike 3 is called.
Nice pitch right there by Decker, an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, that off-speed pitch just absolutely froze Carson back. And he knew it. You could just tell by the look, by his body language. He knew he was struck out. Nate Schwartz steps in. He's a shortstop.
He's hitting .281 on the season. He has 9 hits. And he was 1 for 3 last night. So,
outfielders playing, I'd say, fairly normal depth for a right-handed hitter. First pitch on the way to Schwark. Swinging a foul tip over toward the Flash's dugout. So far, the batters for the
we're back now.
Okay, we're back.
Sorry about that. Kind of lost power a little bit.
Schwark reaches on a ground ball. I'm going to rule that a hit.
Ground ball to the third baseman.
Wasn't well hit, but Reynolds was able to make a play on it, but I think the fact that it was a softly hit and combined with his speed, he's on first base with the first hit of the game. That brings up Brian Lockhart, the first baseman. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. The one thing that's nice about Decker, Perry, he doesn't waste any time out there. He gets that ball back and he's ready to pitch.
Lockhart was 0 for 3 last night.
Throw over to first. Schwark is back in plenty of time.
But he's batting .367 for the season. He actually leads the team in hits with 11 and 8 RBIs.
That one's a little bit high. Makes it a 2-1 count. A 2-1 pitch from Decker.
Ooh.
I thought he was going to get the call on that one.
Yeah.
But just barely missed on the outside corner.
3-1 here.
It's a sign of a good disciplined hitter. Lockhart didn't go after that ball. That was close. Three-one pitch. On the way from Decker. Runner at first, Schwark takes off with the pitch.
Foul ball back to the screen.
Makes it a full count. Beck didn't get a real good jump on that. And kind of think that that hadn't been fouled back. McMahon might have had a chance to mow him down there at second. Full count pitch. On the way to first baseman Brian Lockhart. Schwark at first, getting a reasonable lead. Decker throws over. There's a hot shot to short.
Could be a double play here.
It is too. Nice job there by Brady Bishop. He knew he had enough time to make that play at second and get it on to first. And that's it for the Flashes in the top of the first. No runs, one hit, no errors, nobody left on the bases. There is no score after a half an inning.
Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. What about Noblesville Trophies? It offers you a large range of sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com. Gaylord Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylord Electric success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes. Insight fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports.
Well, we're ready to move into the bottom of the first here, Perry, and let's see what the Millers will do here. They got off to a good start last night. If they can duplicate that tonight, get some runs on the board, they'll be in good shape going into that series next week with the Westfield Shamrocks.
Yeah, that should be a good one. Of course, they're all good in the Hoosier Crossroad Conference.
No doubt about it.
Last night, the Millers got 3 runs in the first inning and 2 runs in the second. Two of those 3 runs that were in the first inning were the Millers got a couple runners on, and Decker hit a double and scored both runs.
Second baseman Trevor Corbett will step in. Aiden Reynolds will follow him, and then the designated hitter Jacob Baker. Miller's batting .321 as a team.
Yeah, this is a pretty good hitting team for the Millers.
Trevor takes the first pitch for strike one. Look at those outfielders, Perry. They're giving Corbett a lot of room there in the outfield, but they're playing all very deep. In the outfield for the Flashes, left to center, it's Jack Cecil, Ty Horvath, and Carson Back. We'll check the infield here momentarily. 1-1 pitch coming. It's a little bit high and outside. Makes it 2-1.
Corbett batting 286 on the season. He's got 17 runs, though, Brad, for the season.
Good leadoff man.
Yeah.
Carson Back goes over. He
dropped it.
Tough play
Corbett
he's going to be
all
on
the way to third.
Unfortunately for Carson Back, he's going to pick up an error.
You know, Brad, there's a perfect example for young players out there that when you hit the ball and it's a fly ball like that, you know, the outfielders could always drop it, which he did there. And by Corbett, you know, having those wheels on, he got a triple out of it. So
yeah, he hustled. Aiden Reynolds steps in.
Reynolds, the leading hitter for the Hoosier Crossroad Conference this year. He's batting .462.
Wow. Ball and no strikes on him. Evens the count up at 1-1. So the Millers get a break on the air. Corbett at third.
Reynolds got 2 hits last night. He's only a sophomore, Brad. He's going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Reynolds takes that one way outside, makes it a 2-1 count. Corbett getting a little bit of a lead over there at third. Not much. Ooh, that one's inside. Reynolds managed to back off on that one. That was a little chin music there, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
3-1 on third baseman Aiden Reynolds. He pops that one over to the right side. Don't think that's going to be playable.
No.
Nope, it's going to be out of the park. Makes it a full count on Aiden Reynolds. Designated hitter Jacob Baker will be up next. Millers with a great opportunity to take the lead in this game early, Perry. That's ball four. That one goes all the way back to the screen, and that's going to score a run. We're going to give him a wild pitch on that one. Reynolds reaches on the walk.
You know, the one thing about it, you know, with Harvey pitching, that has to be a tad bit deflating, that first batter and a fly ball, which in all, you know, should have been caught.
Yeah,
okay.
he should be up there on that mound right now with one out and a runner on first.
Yeah. Reynolds has got good wheels, so he's got a good lead over there.
Yes, he does. There's a strike called on Baker.
Baker batting .259 on the season.
Outfielders playing plenty deep for him.
He got a base hit last night. There goes Reynolds.
He's going to be in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Lower throw might have made it interesting, Perry, but Reynolds got an excellent jump on that and gets a stolen base. So the Millers have another runner in scoring position, already ahead 1-0 in this game. Baker called timeout. The 0-2 from Horvath.
Oh, that could be trouble. No.
What a nice scoop there.
Nice scoop right there.
Did he make? No, he didn't. He didn't beat it out.
But moved the runner to third.
Well, Monsek made a nice play on that ball.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think he was going to get to it.
I did not either, Perry. So there is one out now. That'll bring up the pitcher, Nolan Decker. Batting cleanup. How often do you see a pitcher batting cleanup?
Yeah.
But that does move Aiden Reynolds over to third on the ground out.
He was 2 for 3 last night, got a big double, like I said, in the first inning, and scored 2 runs.
Takes the first pitch right down the heart of the plate for called strike one. Now it's 0-2.
Decker batting .276 on the season.
The 0-2 pitch.
Oh,
Strike
yeah.
three is
Yeah,
called.
that
Went
was
down on three straight strikes.
That was a good pitch right there.
2 down here in the bottom of the first. Left fielder Aiden Ramsey steps in. Aiden Reynolds out there at third.
Ramsey got a grand slam last night in the 4th inning. Wow, that was a little low there, but
yeah, still called strike one. The 0-1 hits the outside corner of the plate. Horvath should have been in the dugout right now. But that error gave a break to the Millers. The 0-2 pitch on Ramsey.
Oh,
that one got him. That got him in the helmet. He is hurt. Boy, you could hear that all the way up here. He's holding his nose. I don't know if
I think it hit that helmet. Got underneath that gap right there and hit him in the nose.
Training staff out there with him, and certainly we hope everything's going to be okay for him.
Yeah, because he's certainly a big part of this Miller offense and defense.
The officials giving us some time here to see if they're going to be able to get him back into the game.
Yeah. They did a pretty good job last night. One of their players got hurt last night. Well, in fact, in the first inning, got a bloody nose. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was playing right field, so he didn't get hit or nothing, but
well, the fortunate thing, of course, with high school sports, baseball, is if Ramsey does need to go to the bench, he can come back into the game.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about baseball is the re-entry.
But depending what the injury to the nose is, if it's just a nosebleed, they can pack it, and hopefully he can. Of
course, something like that really stings bad.
Oh yeah,
it probably hit right on that tip of that nose.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could tell just by the way he reacted, he was stunned by it, and of course you just hope and pray that everything's okay for him.
Yeah.
Well, we got a medical timeout. Let's remind you here, as a leader in Central Indiana sports medicine, Community Health Network has a deep line of orthopedic and sports medicine specialists to keep you playing at the top of your game. Whether it's a pulled muscle or a torn ACL, Community physicians are helping area athletes remain active and competitive. Visit ecommunity.com/sports for more information.
Brad, one of the things coming up here on our schedule for next week, on Monday, Noblesville will tomorrow, they'll play Columbus North, which Columbus North's a very good baseball
no doubt
team,
about it.
and they'll be here for a 1 o'clock start. Then on Monday, we'll be broadcasting from Forest Park.
That'll be great to do the game there.
From Forest Park, we'll be broadcasting. That's a 7 o'clock start against Hamilton Heights.
Still working on Aiden Ramsey there on the bench.
Yeah, we're bringing in a
there.
pitch runner here.
Who is the runner? It looks like it's
number 9,
Tanner Miller.
Tanner Miller's going to be running. McCoy Falk, the batter for the Millers. Falk got a hit last night. He was 1 for 4.
So Tanner Miller, the pinch runner for Aiden Ramsey at first.
Ball a little inside there on McCoy Falk.
Runners on first and third. There are 2 outs. 1 run in. See if Miller takes off to second here. Getting a good lead. That one's outside.
Falk leads the team in walks. He has 12 walks on the season for McCoy Falk.
Well,
that's pretty good considering he's had 23 at bats. And
Tanner Miller did steal the base on a delayed steal, so there's Miller's at second and third now in scoring position.
In that situation like that, a lot of times 2 outs, the Millers try to get that, kind of hesitate to maybe
delayed
draw that
steal.
throw.
Yeah.
Because we already know Reynolds has got wheels, so.
I was a little surprised that Miller wasn't going earlier in the count. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. That one's inside, makes it 3-1. Aiden Reynolds on third, Tanner Miller on second. 3-1 to Falk. That one's hit out bounds to the left side.
Full count now.
Horvath has thrown quite a number of pitches so far this inning already.
He certainly has. He's thrown 25 pitches.
Falk calls timeout. Full count pitch, 2 outs.
Oh,
Strike
nice
3
pitch.
is called.
That was a pretty pitch right there, Brad.
Very nice pitch there. So McCoy Falk, he strikes out. But in the inning for the Millers, they've got 1 run, no hits, 1 error, 2 left on the bases at the end of 1. It's the Millers 1, Franklin Central nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Well, we're back here at the Dunk. The Millers got 1 run here, so they're up 1-0 over Franklin Central. Kind of continue as Nolan Decker's warming up. Like I said, Hamilton Heights is going to be played at Forest Park with a 7 o'clock start time. And on Wednesday, Hamilton County TV will be at Beaver Material Field for boys soccer action, both JV and varsity. JV starts at 6, varsity at 8. And then right now on Friday, we are scheduled to have Westfield at Noblesville, but we're trying to contact Westfield to see if we can come over and broadcast. Permission to go over there and broadcast. But that should be a good series, man.
We're moving into the top of the second. There's a line drive just over the outstretched arms of the shortstop Bishop, and
No. That's Manning, isn't it?
I think is that Bishop at short?
Oh, okay. The batter was Manning.
Manning, yeah. The batter was Dylan Manning.
Okay, that's my fault.
He takes the first pitch for a hit.
Manning got a good hit last night, too, in that ball game.
I'll bring up Dylan Richards.
Fly ball, that could be trouble. Widget's going back after it. He misses
over his head. That's going to leave runners on second and third. Probably a good thing that the Flashes, Dylan Manning didn't take off from first. He wasn't sure whether that ball was going to be caught, but in any case, the Flashes, first two batters reach on hits. Two-base hit for Richards, a single for Manning. Almanseek, the second baseman, comes up to bat.
He's batting .250 on the year.
You know, just as quickly as the Millers took the lead there in the first, the Flashes are coming right back here with runners in scoring position, no outs here in the top of the second. Decker working from the stretch. Nice breaking. Oh, wow. Nice breaking ball there. 0-2 on the second baseman. Nevin Tutterow is in the on-deck circle. Decker steps off the rubber.
Decker's also got a very good move at second, and so you might see him go to second.
Dylan Richards getting a pretty good lead there at second, Perry.
Yeah.
The 0-2.
Got him.
Oh,
wow.
Close. I thought he had him too. You bring that up, and they there must be a little mental telepathy going on there with you, Perry. Close play. Richards not quite as far off second as he was before. Swing and a miss.
Pitch. That's a big out right
Yes,
there.
it is. Well, especially since the first two batters reached on the first pitch. Nevin Tutterow playing third base tonight. He steps in. First pitch to Tutterow.
He was 0 for 3 last night.
That's a pop-up. Second baseman Trevor Corbett goes out and gets it. When that left the bat, I wasn't sure how far that was going to go out in left field, or into right field there. But Corbett got under it and gets the out. Big out there. Second out of the inning. That'll bring up the number 8 batter, left fielder Jack Cecil. Millers would love to get out of this unscored on here, Perry.
Cecil was 0 for 2 last night. He's only played in 8 of their 11 games.
Pitch from Decker. Starts
Good
him off
pitch
with a
right
breaking
there.
pitch. You know, it's almost like those two runners in scoring position there just don't bother Decker at all.
Yeah.
I mean, he just gets out there and takes care
Well,
of
he's a
business.
senior. He's an experienced veteran. I mean, he's been there, done this.
The 0-1 to Cecil. That one's way outside.
Good job by Sean McMahon
Yeah.
stepping out there and getting that ball.
You know, we've talked many, many times about the styles of catchers, and one of the things I've always liked about McMahon when he's behind the plate, he moves with the ball.
Yes.
And as a former catcher myself, of course, I was a wide body. I had a big body to block him with anyways. The 1-1.
Oh, wow.
I think Cecil would like to have that pitch back. 1-2 on Jack Cecil. The Flashes in danger of having two batters in scoring position with no outs and not scoring. Swing and a miss.
Man, Decker
the
got
Millers
out
did
of
it,
a
and
big
Decker did it. What a series there for Nolan Decker. So in the top of the second for the Flashes, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on the bases. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it is your sound system, your displays, your network, your building security, ask how our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve your business. How about Sarah Cleverly? Looking for someone to navigate buying or selling your home? Let Sarah Cleverly help you find a home of your dreams. Clev's been a resident in Noblesville for almost 40 years and a Noblesville graduate and an invested member of the community. For your next real estate experience, close it with Clev. 317-695-6114.
Well, Perry, a good inning for the Millers there in the top of the second with the two leadoff batters getting on base and both in scoring position. And Nolan Decker just bared down on the pitching and managed to get 2 strikeouts. He's got 3 so far in the game and avoided giving up any runs. Great job by Nolan Decker there.
Joe Glander, first pitch.
Grounded to short.
He's
One
out
is
at
down.
first.
1 pitch and 1 out. And I'll bring up Blake Widget, center fielder.
Widget's played in 12 games. He's only hitting .0183.
Now thanks to the Millers, senior center fielder number 24, Blake Widget.
First pitch from Horvath into Widgets, high for ball 1. Outfielders playing pretty deep for the Millers for the most part, Perry. They respect the power on this team. The 1-0 on the way. Squares to bunt, but does get the bat back just in time. Was a little bit inside, so now it's 2-0.
Next batter for the Millers, Brady Bishop. He's a shortstop.
That one hits the outside corner. Makes it a 1-2 count.
2-1.
Excuse me. You are absolutely correct. I had the right numerals, but had them in the wrong order. The 2-1. Grounded to the first baseman.
Oh, that could be
Anybody going to be over there in time?
Fast.
He beat it out. Widget beats out that ground ball to Brian Lockhart. And Horvath was just a little bit slow moving over toward first there, Perry. And Millers get another break there on the infield hit. Actually, first hit of the game for the Millers. Number 9 batter, Brady Bishop, steps in.
Ball a little bit inside on Bishop. Millers will go back to the top of the order after Bishop here. Watch Widget. Widget's pretty quick.
So he's getting a pretty decent lead over there. That one's a little low and outside, so it's 2-0 on the shortstop Bishop. Be right back to the top with Trevor Corvitt. He reached on a 3-base error.
3-0.
To lead off the top of the first. .3-0 pitch.
Ball 4 on 4 straight balls.
Walked him on 4, as you said. So the Millers have runners on first and second. Blake Widget moves over to second. Bishop takes first. Trevor Corbett.
Look for something here because you got 2 guys on the base and Bishop and Widget that can flat fly.
Wonder if we might see a double steal here.
Oh, might see a bun here too.
Yeah. Pop up.
And it's a pop fly.
Lockhart going after it in foul territory. He
Oh,
drops.
my
Oh,
goodness.
my. My, oh, my. Must be the luck of the Irish or something for Corbett. That's the second time that a fielder has made an error. I think technically you can call that an error, but we won't. We'll just call it a foul ball and a strike. But he reached in the first inning, got on third base on an error on the right fielder. I kind of think in Lockhart's case there, Perry, that wind is coming in from the west-northwest, and it just kind of, I think it just kind of caught it at the end and just blew it over him. I think he just wasn't quite far back enough. 1-1 is the count. Double steal. Will they get there? They get the steal. The throw from Dylan Richards to Nevin Tutterow. It was in time.
Tutterow made a good play.
Yeah. It was in time to possibly get Blake Widget, but was high. So it's 2-1 now on Corbett with runners in scoring position. Now it's 2-2. I was wondering if they might try that double steal.
They did. I knew there was going to be something happening.
Yep. 1 down, 2 runners in scoring position. Trevor Corbett at the plate. That one's bounced towards second. Will it get through? No, going to be no play. Ben Olmensick, he made the play on the ball, Perry, but he was moving so quickly toward left field that there was no way he could stop and turn around. So Millers do pick up a run.
Still got pretty good speed on the bases here, too.
So Corbett picks up the second hit of the inning. Widget picks up the second run of the game. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
That's a mouthful. Aiden Reynolds steps in. He walked his last time up, walked and stole a base. Takes the first pitch for strike 1.
Might think Corbett may be doing something here on this pitch.
Got a pretty good lead out there. Horvath sends it over to first.
Of course, that's what Harvey thought too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Runners on first and third, one down, one in here in the bottom of the second.
Oh, wow.
That's going to advance and going to score a run. Trevor Corbett took off with the pitch. Reynolds is out 4-3 on a good play by Olmensik on that. I didn't know if he would get to that or not.
The one thing about it, Olmensik, he could have tried to go for the double play, but Corbett got such a good jump over there. His only play was at first. Jake Baker at the plate for the Millers.
2 down here. Millers with 2 in already here in the bottom of the second with a 3-0 lead. Baker grounded to Olmensik last time he was up. That guy's been busy today.
Yeah.
0-1 to Baker. Now 0-2. Couple good pitches right there at the beginning of that series. Nolan Decker on deck.
Keep in mind, Brad, when we talked about this the last inning, Harvey's thrown 43 pitches.
Mm-hmm.
And we're only in the second inning. One and two.
2 down, 1 on. 2 in so far here in the second. That time Jacob Baker called timeout. Baker steps back in, ready for the 1-2 pitch. Corbett got a good lead over there at second. A little bit low and outside.
That evens it up 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out, Brad.
Deuces are wild up there. The 2-2 fouled off to the right side. That one's going to go all the way over into the JV field. We're in the bottom of the second. 3-0 in favor of the Noblesville Millers over the Franklin Central Flashes. Strike 3 is called. So in the bottom of the second for the Millers, there were 2 runs and 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. At the end of 2, Noblesville Millers 3, Franklin Central Flashes nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to the Dunk. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. I'd like to thank our technical crew today, our executive producer director Jim Wofford at the master control. August Lacone out there in the truck with him tonight, assisting him, and immediately to my right we have none other than the world famous sleeping Lucas Lacone, we call him. Are you awake today, Lucas? Okay, we got you. Millers with a 3-0 lead going into the top of the third.
Brad, I think the big story in this game right now is Decker giving up 2 hits in the last inning and then shutting the door.
Yeah, that was quite a performance by him. I mean, runners on second and third, no outs, and he managed to get out of it and keep the shutout alive. So far looks like a good day for Nolan Decker.
Decker's thrown 21 pitches so far.
For the top of the third, for the Flashes, it'll be the 9, 1, and 2 batters. It'll be Ty Horvath, Carson Back, and Nate Schwark. Horvath in center field tonight. First pitch from Decker. Swing and a miss. Swings right through that. Nolan Decker's had good stuff tonight with the exception. I mean, the only problem he's actually had was those 2 runners that got on in the, at the top of the second. But other than that, he's been excellent. Came right back from that and managed to get 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. A ball and a strike on Ty Horvath.
Nice pitch.
Strike 2. Tanner Miller still out in left field in place of Aiden Ramsey. I've seen him down in the dugout moving around a little bit, so hopefully he's okay. The 1-2, a little bit low and inside. The other thing that's been effective for Decker so far tonight, Perry, is he's done a good job of mixing up the pitches.
Got it.
That one hits the lower corner on the inside part of the plate. And Ty Horvath is the 4th Flash to strike out tonight. Flashes are back up at the top of their order. Carson Back, the batter. He struck out looking in the first. Millers have got 3 runs on 2 hits. Flashes no runs on 3 hits. One 1-0 on Carson Back. Nice breaking ball there, off speed. Evens it up at 1 apiece.
He's got that breaking ball working pretty good.
He does. I'm impressed.
And it's hard to impress you, Brad.
Foul tip.
1 and 2 here. Ooh, just a little bit outside.
Oh, my.
Just a little outside.
Not
much.
Close.
Probably a little bit too close to take with 2 strikes, though, wouldn't you say, Brad?
Yeah. I was surprised he wasn't protecting the plate on that one. Oh, my. Looked like it was just about basically in the same place, but it's now a full count on Carson Back.
Decker will slide one inside on him right here.
Swing, foul tip. Catcher Sean McMahon managed to hold on to it and gets the strikeout. 1 down here in the top of the third.
McMahon does a good job catching Decker. He's not the easiest pitcher in the world.
Yeah, he mixes up those pitches so well.
And he's left-handed. And 2 outs here. Whoops.
Did that get him or not?
No. Good try, though, buddy.
Schwark is trying to infer to the home plate umpire that hit him. But he's also got a...
he got a base hit first time.
Yeah, and on his left leg, he's got a little pad on there. And we didn't hear anything get hit. Let's put it that way. The 1-0 hit hot shot to short. Bishop scoops it up.
Good play over there by first.
Yep, makes a high throw to Falk, but gets the out.
McCoy Falk.
3 up and 3 down for the Flashes here in the top of the third. 3-0 in favor of the Millers. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hamilton County Sports Authority is the county's official sports corporation that works to create positive impact and community impact by attracting and supporting and developing sporting events, facilities, and clubs in Hamilton County, Indiana. Hamilton County Sports Authority works including bid development, financial assistance, event management support, leadership consultation to grow the opportunity in sports for the county, the cities of Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, and Westfield. Learn more at HamiltonCountySports.com.
Well, we're ready to move into the bottom of the third inning here. Miller's with a 3-0 lead over the Franklin Central Flashes after an 11-0 victory last night. Miller's part of the way there to sweeping this season series between these two teams. Always makes it interesting, Perry, you know, that years ago in high school baseball, you only played the team once a season and alternated back and forth. One year you were at home, the next year you were on the road. But I like this 2-game series.
I like the 3-game series the best when we only had 7 teams in there.
Yeah, if you had 6 or...
Because that sets it up for a lot of these kids play college baseball, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of prepares you for that 3-game series.
Nolan Decker steps in for his second at-bat of the afternoon. He struck out looking in the first. Horvath just threw his 48th pitch for ball 1. That's ball 2. Decker committed to Troy University. That one's a little inside.
Yeah, Decker will see some good baseball down in the South there and in those conferences down there and in southern Alabama. 3-1 on Decker.
Well, they start a little earlier down there and have a little more warmth this time of year.
Yeah, they're hitting all the time.
The 3-1 pitch outside.
Ball 4, they walked him.
So Nolan Decker gets the walk.
And, of course, there'll be a courtesy runner. Is he going to bring a courtesy runner in? Yeah. Nash.
Courtesy running at first base for Noblesville. Number 11, Nash Watson.
Nash Watson will be the courtesy runner. Tanner Miller, who took over for Aiden Ramsey after he was hit in the first inning, steps in.
Tanner has 4 hits on 8 at-bats, so.
Takes the first one, a fastball for strike 1. Back in plenty of time.
Still didn't scare him off there. He's going.
He's taking with the pitch. He's off, taking off. Going to be a close play, but he should be in there. And he is. Once again, that ball was just about there, but it was thrown just a little bit short. But
the one thing about it, the Millers got good speed.
They
good
certainly
team
do.
Speed.
Mm-hmm. So the count is even on Tanner Miller at 1 apiece. Nice bunt out in front of the plate, but it just bounced in the dirt there and bounced foul. So that'll make it 1-2 on Tanner Miller. A ball and 2 strikes. Tanner Miller, the left fielder. Nash Watson in scoring position at second. No outs. Miller bounces that one.
That could be tough.
It's going to take a quick play, but
moves the runner over to third.
Ben Olmensik, he's been a busy guy over there at second base, Perry. Good as a sacrifice, though.
McCoy Falk, the batter for the Millers here.
Falk with an opportunity to pick up an RBI here if he can make contact. He struck out in the first. One down here in the bottom of the third. Miller's up 3-0. Thought about it, didn't offer, took the pitch, got a ball. The 1-0. High and outside. 2-0 on Falk. Weston Horvath has definitely struggled a little bit in this game, Perry. He's about to throw his 59th pitch. Another one high and outside. Went deep into the count with Nolan Decker before he reached on a walk. McCoy Falk 1 pitch away from being on first base. That one's high again.
Joe Glander will be the batter for the Millers.
Glander steps in. Right fielder. Grounded to shortstop his last time up. Let's see if McCoy Falk will take off from first over there. With the runner on third already. Nolan Decker. Or not Decker, the pinch runner for Decker, the number 11 Nash Watson. That one's just foul. Brian Lockhart was playing right in front of first base. I think he was positioned there more just trying to hold McCoy Falk on the bag. It's a little outside, evens the count at a ball and a strike. One out, one on, one out, 2 on rather. That one's fouled back into the screen. Light starting to take effect now on an overcast night. 1-2 pitch to Glander. Fouls it off again. That time McCoy Falk took off with the pitch. He probably would have had that base stolen.
Yeah.
Glander looked over at the dugout. See what the coaching staff wants him to do here. 1-2, 1 out. Right back.
Wow, he got him.
Yep, he's got a double play there. Weston Horvath was in the right place at the right time and made the double play, and that will retire the Millers in the bottom of the third. So in the bottom of the third for the Millers, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left on the bases at the end of 3. Millers 3, Flashes nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Well, we're back here at the dunk. Noblesville Millers leading 3-0 with the start of the fourth inning. Nolan Decker on the mound. Sean McMahon behind the plate for the Millers.
You know, we've seen some pretty good defense out here so far tonight,
Yeah,
Perry.
really have.
That last play with
Harvey catching that.
Yeah, Horvath getting that ball. Unfortunately, he was in the right place at the right time for the flashes.
First up at the top of the fourth inning for Franklin Central. First baseman 19, Brian Lockhart.
We're moving into the top of the fourth.
Lockhart to batter.
What a beautiful breaking pitch. Another pitch, exactly the same place, Perry.
0-2.
Well, through three, Decker's thrown half the number of pitches. Hot shot to first, picked up by Falk. He
handled it himself.
Yep. Wins the race to first base. And Lockhart is retired by the first baseman unassisted. Nobody loosening up down there in the Franklin Central bullpen, but
I don't think Franklin Central is very deep on pitching, so.
I agree.
Manning got a base hit the last time up here.
Fouls that one off.
Then he got a hit in the game last night, too, so. He bats .370. In fact, he's the leading hitter on the team.
I was just going to mention that. I thought he was the leading hitter. Takes that one low and outside. Evens count up at ball and a strike. There's a slow bouncer to second. Going to be a quick play. Can he get there? He does. Nice move by Trevor Corbett. That ball was not hit very hard, Perry.
No, he was playing pretty deep.
He had to charge in on that and grab that ball and throw that thing on the run, but managed to make the play and retire Dylan Manning. As I said a little earlier, this has been a good defensive game so far tonight. Dylan Richards, the catcher, steps in. He had a double his last time up. He and Dylan Manning were the two that led off the second and had runners at second and third with no outs. The 1-0. That one's a hot shot into the hill over there on the right field side of the dunk.
Decker's thrown 42 pitches so far.
He's definitely had good control tonight.
Man, that wind is.
It's
when that door comes open, you feel it.
I think I'm about ready to get my gloves out.
I thought you had them out.
Well, I did, and then I put them away. I thought I'm not going to be a wimp. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, what a pitch.
Wow.
Decker knew he had that one.
What an amazing display so far through 4 innings for Nolan Decker. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left in the top of the fourth. Millers 3, Flashes nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. What about Noblesville Trophies? Offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com.
We're moving into the bottom of the fourth inning. The Millers will send the 8, 9, and 1 batters up in Justin Keever's order. And Perry, that 8, 9, and 1 slot tonight on the Millers ticket. They've accounted for all 3 of the runs, scored all 3 of the runs so far.
Well, you know what? You know, a lot of coaches talk about that. You know, that bottom of the order, you kind of count on those guys up at the top of getting the job done. But when you get the scoring out of those guys at the bottom and base hits, it helps a lot.
Yes, it certainly does. Blake Widget will step up to the plate for his second at bat tonight. He had a base hit and scored the second run of the game in the second inning. Brady Bishop will be the second batter. Then it's back to the top of the order for Trevor Corbett. First pitch on the way to Widget. Swing and a foul tip. Strike one.
No, Brad, it's been a pretty quick game so far.
Yes, it has. That's a little bit outside. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. A little bit outside.
And your point is?
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. I think Widget was going for that Logan Street Signs.
Yeah, that
and banner out there in right field on that swing. They're trying to hit over it at least. Weston Harvey on for his 4th inning of work for the Flashes.
And 70th pitch.
And Blake Widget goes down swinging. First out of the bottom of the 4th for the Millers. We'll bring up Brady Bishop. He walked and scored after stealing second in the second inning. You know, when you get that kind of efficiency out of your 8 and 9 batters, that's
that's good.
Very positive, and the Millers have had that tonight. Strike one. Outfielders, even in spite of this wind, are playing fairly deep. That one hits that lower outside corner. Bishop in the hole at 0-2. Trevor Corbett, the on-deck circle. The 0-2 on the way. That one bounced in. Make it 1-2. There's a drive into center field. Drops in front of Ty Horvath. And the Millers have got another runner. That's only their third hit of the game. Back up to the top. Here comes Trevor Corbett. Ended up on third base in the first inning. Eventually scored the first run of the game on a three-base error by the right fielder. Had a base hit in the second. Taken off with the pitch. Good throw, could have him, but throw goes into center field and nobody is there to back it up. So Brady Bishop will get a stolen base. And I believe they will probably call that an error on the throw on the catcher. Would be my assumption, because I believe that it did bounce in and got away. It looked like the Schwark was trying to cover. So we'll call it an E2. Evens it, makes it an 0-2 count now on Corbett. Bishop took off with that pitch. The 0-2 pitch, high. 1-2 on Corbett. Brady Bishop on third base, 90 feet away from making it a 4-0 lead. Harvey steps off, back in. The 1-2 on the way to Corbett. He hits that one foul toward the Franklin Central bullpen. Nobody's going to get to that. We'll do the 1-2 pitch once again here. High fly ball. That one's going to stay in the park. Looks like Ty Horvath is under that, but should be good enough to get a
fourth run.
Yep, get the fourth run batted in. As Brady Bishop scores on the sacrifice fly. Second out of the inning. Bases are cleared out for Aiden Reynolds. Reynolds 0 for 1 in the game officially. Walked in the first inning. Stole a base. Did not score. Grounded to second in the second inning. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 1-0. Oh and 2 now. That one bounces in. Makes it a ball and 2 strikes. Lowe evens it up at 2-2. Hot shot down the third base line, just outside of the reach of Nevin Tutterow. Reynolds thought about maybe trying to stretch that into a double, but left fielder Jack Cecil got that ball in very quickly. So Reynolds with the second hit of the inning. 1 run so far in this inning. Jacob Baker, the designated hitter, steps in. Well, he took a 2-2 pitch and just rolled it right down the left field line. That one's way outside. Dylan Richards had to move well into the left-handed batter's box there to make the stop on that. 1-0. That one's hit high, out of play, and eventually out of the park. That evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Baker, the designated hitter tonight, batting for the catcher, Sean McMahon. Throw over to first. Reynolds is back in plenty of time. One and one on Baker. Another foul, and Reynolds took off with the pitch once again. Miller's being aggressive on the base path tonight. Two down, one on. 1-2 on Jacob Baker. Baker bounces that one toward third. Going to take a good throw to get him. Did he get him? He did. So Baker grounds out to third, and that will end the bottom of the fourth for the Millers. But in the bottom of the fourth, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on the bases. At the end of 4, Millers 4, Franklin Central Flashes nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to the Dunk. Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Perry, we are through 4, and even though it's not a big score, everything seems to be going the Millers' way this evening.
Yeah, Decker's pitched a nice game here.
He certainly has.
So far. He's thrown 44 pitches, 32 for strikes. I mean, but that's what Nolan Decker does. I mean, he throws strikes. He struck out 6 tonight and given up 3 hits and no runs.
And of course, the big, the big situation for him came in the second inning with the Flashes.
Oh yeah, that
put
was
the
huge.
First 2 runners on, and
that was huge.
Had runners at second and third with no outs. He managed to get 2 strikeouts and a pop-up to keep this a scoreless game for Franklin Central. Ben Olmancic, the second baseman for the Flashes, steps in. He's been one busy young man out there.
He has.
He's led the defense so far for the...
he's had a lot of action, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Struck out swinging in the second. We're in the top of the 5th. Hot shot to third.
Ooh.
That one's bobbled.
That's a
by
base
Aiden
hit.
Reynolds. Let's see if they're going to give him a hit or an error on that. Haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. But I would have a tendency to call that a base hit.
Oh,
That-
absolutely.
That took a wicked bounce. That'll bring up the third baseman, Nevin Tutterow.
Well, they give it a base hit on Game Changer.
Yeah, now they do have it up there as a hit. So the 4th hit of the night for the Flashes. Tutterow with a 1-0 count. Boy, he took a beautiful breaking ball there. Decker has done such a nice job on mixing up his pitches, Perry, that I don't think the batters know what to expect. They're just guessing.
And that's why he's always been so effective.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That one hits the outside corner. 1-2 on Tutterow. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Got him.
Nevin Tutterow goes down swinging. First out of the top of the fifth. Jack Cecil, who struck out his first time up in the second, steps in. Doesn't look like Almansic is a real threat to steal. Is that going to drop in there? No, nice job there by Trevor Corbett. I thought that one might have a little Texas leaguer there, but
one thing about Corbett is, the last couple of years he's been at shortstop, so he's used to catching that type ball, being a shortstop. So
did a good job of getting that one. 2 outs, runner on first. Ty Horvath at the plate. Throw over to first. Ben Almansic, the runner at first. 50 pitches now for Nolan Decker. Decker comes to the plate. That must have been a little bit high because it looked like it was over the plate.
2 outs here.
1-0 on Ty Horvath, the center fielder. Foul tip. Outfielders for the Millers not playing real deep.
No, they haven't. Which is much different than Franklin Central because they play very deep, really.
A ball and a strike. That one gets away from Sean McMahon. Ben Almansic will take take second base. Would you call that a wild pitch, or are you going to call that a pass ball? What do you think?
Pass ball.
I couldn't tell if that went behind the batter or if it was in front of him.
Oh, it was in front of him.
Okay. 2 balls and a strike. Almansic on second. 2 down. Fouled off to the right. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Almansic only the 3rd runner for the Flashes to reach scoring position. Ooh, a little low and outside. It's almost one of those, Perry, where you, as a batter, you almost kind of have to look at that and maybe count your blessings a little because that was close. Full count pitch. Strike 3 is called.
Say something, kid.
Ty Horvath thought he had ball 4.
Yes, he certainly did.
Home plate umpire saw it a little bit differently. So in the middle of the 5th, the Flashes leave 1 on 1 hit. Still 4-0 in favor of the Millers. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Gaylord Electric is the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylord Electric success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes. Insights fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. What about Sarah Cleverly, looking for someone to navigate buying or selling a home? let Sarah Cleverly help find the home of your dreams. Clev's been a resident of Noblesville for almost 40 years. A Noblesville graduate, invested member of the community. For the next real estate experience, close it at Clev. 317-695-6114.
We're moving into the bottom of the fifth. Miller's with a 4-0 lead, and definitely a little bit of a surprise there on the part of the Flashes there. Ty Horvath thought he was looking at ball 4 there, and he got rung up. And but the one thing I've got to say in credit for the home plate umpire this evening, he's been very consistent where he's been calling those pitches. Pitcher Nolan Decker will step in. Struck out in the first, walked in the third. Does have a stolen base. Got a 4-0 lead going in here to the bottom of the fifth. Takes the first pitch. A little bit low for ball 1. One 0 pitch hits the plate. Makes it 1-1. The 1-1, a little bit low and inside. 2 balls and a strike on pitcher Nolan Decker. Decker's had a very good outing on the mound tonight. There's a shot into left field, but that's going to go foul. Makes it a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch, bouncing to short. Schwark picks it up, sends it over to first. Close play, but they did get Nolan Decker. 1 down here, bottom of the fifth. Tanner Miller, who took the place of Aiden Ramsey after he was hit by a pitch in the first inning, steps in for his second at bat. He grounded out to the second baseman, Olmensik, in the third inning. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Swinging a foul tip, evens it up, 1-1. McCoy Falk on deck. The 1-1 pitch. That one's low and outside, 2-1. Two and 1 is the count. 1 down. That's strike 2.
2-2.
You know, people may not agree with the placement on some of these pitches that the umpire's calling, but he's been very consistent.
On both sides, yeah.
Yeah, tonight. That one's fouled off to the right side, going to be out of the park.
See, Franklin Central has somebody warming up down there.
Yes, they do.
Of course, he's nearing 100 pitches. So.
Yeah. Was his 98 on the scoreboard now, I believe?
Yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Tanner Miller. There's a bouncer to short again. That time, Schwark cannot field that cleanly. See what they're going to rule on that one. Any way you look at it, Tanner Miller is on first base with 1 down.
McCoy Falk, the next batter.
McCoy Falk steps in, walked and struck out. They do rule that an error on the shortstop, Schwark. Third error of the game for the Flashes.
really a fourth error because that foul fly down there
Yes.
he missed. It isn't counted as an error.
1-0 on Folk. Throw over to first. Miller back in plenty of time. The 1-0 pitch. High and outside, 2-0. Pitch number 101. That's a strike over the outside corner. Not quite as much pop in that fastball as it was earlier this game.
No.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss evens it up at 2-2.
But this, 103 pitches on a cool evening is not the best thing in the world.
Mm-hmm. And he sat on the bench for quite a while.
Yeah.
While the Millers have been batting. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 5th here from the Dunk. That one's high, makes it a full count.
Brad, I think it's pretty tough for those people sitting out there in this wind, but with us up now it's cold up here and we're bundled up, but it's not that bad with because we don't feel any wind.
We don't have the wind to contend with. That's ball 4.
Because when they open the door here, we're
oh yeah, you can feel it big time. So that advances Tanner Miller to second base on the walk. Folk takes first base. Joe Glander steps up to the plate.
Number 4, junior, Joe Glander.
Couple ground outs.
Yeah, he
had a hot shot to the shortstop, another one right back to the first baseman. Made good contact. Takes the first pitch for ball 1.
Yeah, because, Joe's been no hits tonight, but, man, he was red hot in that Fisher series.
But he's made good contact
so
far.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sometimes it goes that way.
Mm-hmm. That one's a little bit inside. 3-0 now. I believe that's Dylan Pearson loosening up down there in the Flashes bullpen. The 3-0 got the called strike. 3-1. Joe Glander at the plate. 2 runners on the bases. Ooh, that one got him. That's the second time a batter tonight has been hit in the helmet. Fortunately for Glander in this case, Perry, it hit the top of the helmet and just kind of glanced off of him. And he appears to be okay. He trotted quickly down to first base, and Coach Keever is going out there. I think they're going to talk to him and just make sure he's okay.
We're going to have a pinch hitter here for the Millers. Josh Pete's coming up.
So they're out there talking to Joe Glander. And we're going to, in the same time, we're going to get a little, we're going to get a pitching change here.
Harvey threw 110 pitches, 61 were for strikes. He faced 25 batters. He went 4.1 innings, gave up 4 hits, and so far 4 runs. walked 5. Okay.
While he's warming up there, Perry, let's talk a little bit about what we got coming up this week. Well, I guess we'd have to say next week here on Hamilton County Television Sports. I know Monday, it's always a good game between the Hamilton Heights Huskies and the Noblesville Millers, even though the teams are, quite different as far as, size of school and everything. But that's always a good matchup. And tell them what else is going on Monday. Something very special.
We're going to play at Forest Park at Logan Field out there. It's a field that has been used here in Noblesville for a long time. In fact, that grandstand next year will celebrate its 90th year out there. So
that's amazing.
It's a beautiful grandstand, and they've taken very good care of that grandstand out there, and it's definitely a big part of history.
When my son was playing Babe Ruth ball, he played on that field.
Absolutely.
That was quite a thrill.
Well, Pearson's only pitched 1 inning, but he has 2 strikeouts, so not much information on Mr. Pearson.
Well, after an 11-0 game last night, I imagine that Franklin Central used a few throwers last night.
Yeah, they used 5 pitchers last night.
We got a pinch hitter coming in for the Millers here, Josh Peak. What have you got on Josh there, Perry?
Josh is a senior, and where's my sheet here? Josh is a senior. He's batting .286. He's batted 7 times this year and got 2 hits. He's had 2 doubles, though, of those 7 hits. 7 at-bats.
A ball and a strike on Peak. Miller's with an opportunity to really break this one wide open here. Peak can get a hold of one here. That's 2-1. Brady Bishop is on deck. The 8 and 9 batters have been very productive tonight so far for the Millers.
Yes, they have.
Produced 2 of the 4 runs, 2 hits. 2 of the 4 hits that the Millers have come from these guys. Strike is called, makes it a 3-1 count. Rather 3-2. Bases are loaded with Millers. Bouncer goes foul.
Good job by Pete
Yeah,
to protect that plate there.
I don't think that pitch was all that particularly close to the zone, but you got to protect it. Shot right back. Going to get a double play? No. Second time the Millers have lined out to the pitcher. So Peak is out. 1 unassisted. And Dylan Pearson threw quickly over to third trying to get Tanner Miller. But he just was a little bit off on the throw. And it looks like Miller may have twisted a knee or something there. He was diving back in. The training staff out. Been a rough night for the training staff so far here tonight, Perry.
Yes, it has.
So that's 2 down now for the Millers.
And both of them have been playing left field.
Yeah. Looks like they're working on Miller's right leg there. He's still sitting down. Now he's up. I'm going to see if he can.
Looks like he's going to be all right.
Yeah, he's not really limping.
No, and couldn't see real I couldn't see real clear over there, Brad, but the ball may have hit him. I don't know.
That may be the case.
You know he won't want to come out.
Mm-hmm. Well, when he got up, he seemed to be. He didn't limp or anything.
No, he's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's running it off right now. Well, that's a positive sign for him. But a nice defensive play by the Flashes there to get that second out. And it was actually a pretty close play there at third because even with his, with Miller's lead over there, for him to get back there was quite an accomplishment.
Yes.
Brady Bishop steps in. He's walked and had a single. He scored twice tonight. That one gets by the catcher. That one bounces in, so that will be a wild pitch. And I'd say the way Miller came down that line, Perry, he appears to be okay.
Yeah, he seems to be okay.
So Tanner Miller scores. Run number 5 now for the Millers. McCoy Folk goes to third. Joe Glander goes to second. And Brady Bishop steps back in with a 1-0 count. There's a hot shot just to the right of the third base coach.
The Millers got another big Hoosier Crossroad battle next week with Westfield.
That's
so
going to be a good one.
Very good ball game.
Strike called over the outside corner. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. 2 runners in scoring position for Brady Bishop. Timeout is called by Bishop. Millers are going to start loosening somebody up in the pen down there. I couldn't quite catch the numbers. They're going down there. High pop-up. Omancic is under it.
The busiest man on the field.
Yeah, he's been very, very busy tonight. So in the 5th, for the Millers, there was 1 run. There was no hits, 1 error, 2 left on the bases. 5-0 now in favor of the Millers. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey, Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Well, we're back here at the dunk. The Millers get another run this inning, and they're leading 5-0 here.
They've just kind of chipped away at it through the whole game, Perry. They've scored in every inning except the 3rd inning, and to get this 5-0 lead. And fortunately, it looks like Tanner Miller. He's back out there in left field, and he appears to be fine. So
let's talk about Nolan Decker a little bit. He's going in here the 6th inning of this ball game, and he's struck out 8 so far, giving up 4 hits. Only thrown 56 pitches, and 40 have been for strikes, Brad.
That ball to strike ratio, that's real good.
Yeah.
That's what the coaches like to see.
Only faced 18 batters.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's going to have to face the top of the order here for the Flashes here in the 6th. That'll be Carson Back, Nate Schwark, and Brian Lockhart. The Flash has no runs, 4 hits. With no runs and 4 hits, they've only left 3 runners on base, but they've only had 3 base runners all game.
Yeah.
There's a shot just out of the reach of Brady Bishop. And Carson Back leads off the top of the 6th with a hot shot right over Brady Bishop. That necessarily hasn't been a problem for the Millers so far tonight. We'll have to see, but we do have, I believe that's, I can't read the number there.
Craig, who's warming up down there? Can you see? Yeah.
Nash Watson.
Really?
Nash Watson in the bullpen. The 0-1 pitch. Big swing. Just foul tipped that, making 0-2. We're in the top of the 6th. No outs, 1 runner on first. That one's way outside. Ball and 2 strikes on Nate Schwark. Schwark had a base hit in the first inning, grounded to short in the 3rd. Up there with a 1-2 count. A little bit inside. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. High and outside, Wicks to a full count. Back not getting a big lead over there at first, but getting a fairly reasonable lead.
Decker's got a good move, though.
There he goes.
That was his safety move.
Yeah.
He's got one big one that he'll use here in a few minutes if he thinks he can get him.
Carson Beck, the runner on first. No outs, full count. There he goes. That's going to be outside. The first 2 runners have reached base here in the top of the 6th. 1 on a hit, 1 on a walk. That's going to bring up the number 3 batter, first baseman Brian Lockhart. Lockhart's grounded to short and grounded to first. So he is 0 for 2 tonight. He's a tall one up there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Starts him off with an off speed, but it's a little bit outside. 1-0. Miller bullpen is empty now. Now they're going back out there. Looks like Lucas Stefan is going to warm up for the Millers.
That makes more sense because Nash hasn't pitched yet this season. Not that he can't, but
that one goes foul. Lockhart steps back in. Decker ready for the pitch. That one's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Brian Lockhart, the batter for the Flashes. Ooh, nice pitch right there at the knees.
1-2 on the batter.
It's actually 2-2. They had it wrong on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners on first and second. Critical point in this game for Nolan Decker. Ground ball goes to second. Bobbled. Will get over there in time. Got him. Trevor Corbett bobbled that ball just a little bit, but he managed to recover and get it over to McCoy Folk to get the out on Lockhart. But
leading hitter on the team here, Manning, is coming to the plate here. So
1 down for Dylan Manning. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Base hit in the second, grounded to second in the fourth. The Flashes have got 2 runners in scoring position with 1 down. Starts him off with a breaking ball. Called strike 1. He's been very effective with the off speeds and the breaking ball so far tonight. Manning just looks like a hitter up there, doesn't he? He was trying to put that one over, send that one out on State Road 32. Fortunately, he missed. But give Decker credit on that because he gave him a breaking ball that he got out in front of, and he's in the hole at 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, little bit inside.
Good thought there.
Yeah, 1-2 count. I think he thought about swinging at that, Perry, but held up. Yeah. That one's outside, makes it a 2-2 count. Manning just impresses me as one of those batters, is a pitcher that the pitcher could get intimidated just by looking at him. You know? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position. The 2-2 pitch from Decker, fouled back. Manning just got under that one. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 fouled over to the right side once again. How many balls has he fouled off? About 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Been quite a battle. See if he'll come at him with an off speed this time or a breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Wow. Got him. What a job there by Nolan Decker to retire Dylan Manning. That's the 9th strikeout. Brings up the catcher, Dylan Richards. 2 down. That one gets away. Their Flashes may have their first run. They do. That's a ball that Sean McMahon normally would stop, Perry. I'm going to charge him with a pass ball on that run. First run of the night for the Flashes.
First run of the series.
Yes. Yeah, they got shut out last night. Also moves Nate Schwark up to third base. Nice bouncer over to second. Corbett scoops it up, gets it over to Falk, and that's the end of the rally for the Flashes in the sixth. So in the sixth for the Flashes, there was 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases. Middle of the sixth, 5-1 in favor of the Millers. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it is your sound system, your network, and your building security, ask your experienced Blades audio video security team that can serve your business.
Welcome back to the mill. Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams, and Millers give up their first run of this two-game series there, Perry, but Nolan Decker
has pitched one hell of a ball game.
Oh, he has. I mean, he had 2 runners on with no outs and just managed to give up 1 run, which you know, I mean, in my opinion, that was a good inning, even though he did give up a run.
And it was on a pass ball. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he can't blame anybody but himself on that one. Bottom of the sixth, that'll be the top of the order coming up for the Millers. Trevor Corbett, Aiden Reynolds, and Jacob Baker. Corbett at bat for the 4th time tonight. Reached on an error, has a base hit, and a sacrifice fly in the 4th. See if the Millers can get this run back, Perry. Oh, 1-2 on Corbett. Drive into right center field. Is anybody going to get there?
Yep.
It's caught. I thought at first that might fall into the gap there, Perry, but
it just hung up there.
Yeah, and I believe it was Carson Back who got that, the right fielder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
1 down in the bottom of the 6th, and Aiden Reynolds will step in. Walked, grounded to second, and had a base hit last time up in the 4th. That one's a little bit inside, 1-0. Dylan Pearson in his 2nd inning of relief here for the Flashes. There's a bouncer to short. That's going to put
Reynolds on.
Reynolds on with a hit. So Aiden Reynolds reaches with a hit. That'll be the 5th hit of the game for the Millers. Jacob Baker, the designated hitter, steps in, throw over to first. Reynolds getting a little bit of a lead over there at first. That's a strike over the outside corner of the plate. Baker has struck out, bounced out twice. You can feel the chill in the air now, Perry, much more since that sun's gone down.
Yeah.
One down, one on. Count is even now at a ball and a strike. Wind doesn't appear to be quite as strong as it was earlier.
It's not. I noticed that just a while ago.
But it is chilly out there. Another throw over to first. Brian Lockhart puts the tag on Aiden Reynolds, but not there in time. One pitch.
Oh,
well hit
into
into the left center field gap. It's caught. What a diving catch out there by the center fielder by Ty Horvath. I thought for sure when that ball left the bat,
it was getting in the gap.
I thought it was going to be in the gap and all the way to the wall, but Nolan Decker will come up now.
Decker going to try to help himself here.
Yeah. Looking forward to the top of the seventh for the Flashes. They'll have their 6, 7, and 8 batters. Omancic, Tutterow, and Cecil coming up.
What are we doing?
I'm not sure what's going on here. One of the coaches for the...
it may have been the center fielder.
Oh, to make sure he was okay.
Yeah.
He made a nice diving catch.
Yeah.
And he jumped right up, so... Throw over to first. Aiden Reynolds still out there on first base. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. 5-1 in favor of the Millers.
He's probably going to go. No.
That one hits the outside corner. Oh, and 1 on Nolan Decker. That one hits the inside corner once again. 0-2 on Nolan Decker.
Pearson's throwing pretty good.
Yes, he is.
Quite honest.
Gave up the 1 run there in the 5th. Hot shot. First baseman bobbles it. And Decker's going to beat it out. Neither the pitcher or the second baseman got over there in time to cover. And so Nolan Decker gets a infield hit.
Watson coming in to run.
6th hit of the night. Nash Watson will come back as in his courtesy runner. So the Millers got runners on first and second and 2 down now. Aiden Ramsey will step to the plate.
No.
Tanner Miller. Aiden Ramsey was the starting left fielder, and he got injured. I'm sorry about that, folks. Big swing and a miss at the high outside fastball. Nash Watson came in. Replaced Ramsey.
No, Miller came in to replace.
Yeah, you're correct. I'm sorry. Was looking
Nash
at
Miller is a courtesy runner down there.
I'm 1 line off on my scorecard. Tanner Miller came in initially as a runner for Ramsey, and then when Ramsey didn't return in the 2nd inning, he went out to play left field, and he's been there ever since. That one hits the inside corner.
0-2.
2 down, 2 on.
Base hit
That
right
one's going
there.
to go into the gap. That's going to score another run. Around second comes Nash Watson, and he's on third.
So runners on the corner there.
Second hit of the inning.
Nice hit by Miller.
Yeah, that was a great hit.
Now batting McCoy Falk.
McCoy Folk steps in.
He's walked twice today.
Yep, struck out once. Got runners on the corner. Miller's got that run back that they gave up in the top of the 6th.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
I'm not sure. Nash Watson went to first from third, and I can't see who's out there on third base.
16, is it?
Is that Eli Hall?
Yes, Eli Hall. Eli Hall's now moved out to third base, and Nash Watson is taking Tanner's place over at first, so he's probably going to go in and play left field. And that's probably why he was down there in the bullpen warming up.
Just getting loose. Well, that's an odd substitution. I've never seen one like that before. 0-1 on Falk.
All has to do with substitution because
yeah. First time I've ever seen a runner go from third base to first base. Another one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Foul ball.
Yep. Falk stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to second. Should be an easy play. Bobbled. Will he get it in time? No.
Oh.
Miller's get another run. Second run of the inning.
and another error.
And they're charging the second baseman, Olmansek, with an error.
Number 4, Joe Glander.
5 errors now on the Flashes. And Joe Glander is the 7th Miller to come up here in the bottom of the 6th. A ball and a strike on Glander. Blake Widget on deck if they can continue this.
Pass ball.
That's going to advance both of the runners.
So Glander has the ducks on the pond here.
He certainly does. Falk is now on second. Is that Miller on third, I believe?
Yeah.
Strike is called. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lander was hit by a pitch in the last inning. Just glanced off the top of his helmet, but boy, he just jumped up and went right down to first. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll end the 6th inning for the Millers. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left on the bases. At the end of 6, it's now Millers 7, Flashes 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to the Dunk.
Decker back on the mound for the 7th inning.
He's thrown 76 pitches in this game, so he's in pretty good shape there.
Well, I mean, he got himself out of another jam the last inning.
He certainly did. So Nolan Decker back out there hoping to close this one out. Millers with 7 runs, 6 hits.
We're ready.
Flashes with 1 run, 5 hits, and they've made 5 errors in this game tonight.
Wow.
Flashes will bring up their 6, 7, and 8 batters here in the top of the 7th. Ben Olmensik, the second baseman, who defensively has been very busy tonight. He's also got a base hit and a strikeout. So if I was selecting a player of the game from Franklin Central, I'd have to give it to him.
Yeah. Even though he's had a couple errors.
Mm-hmm. First pitch from Decker, a little bit outside. 1-0. That one hits the outside corner, evens it up at 1-1. He's had more success with that breaking ball tonight in the off-speed than he has the fastball, Perry. There's a shot right over Decker's head. And Olmansik is going to be on with a base hit. His second hit of the night. 6th hit of the game for the Flashes. That'll bring Nevin Tutterow to the plate. He's the third baseman. He struck out, popped up to second base. Strike 1 on Tutterow. Don't forget, coming up Monday, Perry will be back. Not here, though, but we'll be out at Forest Park. Come join us out there.
That's right. That ought to be a good time out there, Brad.
Yeah. Hamilton Heights Huskies come to town. I believe that's a 6 o'clock start, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, the official sheet that you passed out says 7 p.m.
Yeah, let me see what my calendar says.
Time for the start out at 6.
6 o'clock is what I've got.
What?
1-2 Hot shot down into the
6
Flashes
o'clock
bullpen.
start time on that Hamilton Heights game. But on the sheet you sent us, it was 7.
Remember to leave early with all this construction in Noblesville now. Yeah, I see it. I see it. He also said it was at the dunk. Okay. A ball and 2 strikes. Nevin Tutterow trying to get the 1-2 pitch. Swing foul tipped in right into the mitt with Sean McMahon. 1 down here. Oh, at Hamilton Heights. Okay. Jim Wofford on the intercom trying to confuse us, Perry, isn't he?
Which is very easy to do.
Runner on first, 1 down. 0-1 on the left fielder, Jack Cecil. That one's outside.
A little outside.
A little bit. Bob Uecker in his 53rd season with the Brewers. Boy, that's amazing.
2-1. There's the scoreboard.
2 balls and a strike. He's a little outside.
3-1. McMahon going out to talk to Decker a little bit.
Do have somebody loosening up in the Miller bullpen. I can't not see who that is.
It's not Stefan.
I can't tell from here, Perry. It could be, I believe. I believe that is 18, yes.
Or it could be Glander. Glander's not out there.
Gets the strike call, makes it a full count. Ty Horvath on deck.
Let's see, I can't.
Ball 4. So Cecil reaches on the walk.
All right, there's the scoreboard. Looks like maybe he's going to make a change here. Decker up to 92 pitches.
He's done a whale of a job in this game, Perry.
Oh, he certainly has. He certainly has.
Well, that was the quickest mound visit I've seen in a long time.
Well, he's trying to let the pitcher get warmed up. He'll go back out there.
Flashes with a pinch hitter. Isaac Kammer. Takes the first pitch for ball, strike 1. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Miller's with a 6-run lead here in the top of the 7th. Trying to put this one away. 0-2. Got to be a tough job on a pinch hitter.
Yeah.
Tonight
You've
is
been
cool as
sitting
it
there
is.
for 7 innings.
Yeah. Even a little foul ball like that's probably stinging those hands right now. 0-2. And Isaac Kammer.
Oh, he dropped
boy. I thought McMahon had that.
Yeah, me too.
Barely foul tipped it. I heard it hit the glove, but still 0-2. Runners on first and second, one down.
Ooh.
Wow,
little
that
chin
was
music.
couldn't get much closer than that. Makes it 1-2. The 1-2 from Decker.
Oh,
It's a little bit high, makes it 2-2.
That was a wall, but it was close.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Decker with 96 pitches so far. The 2-2. Little bit low, makes it a full count. Making it interesting here in the top of the 7th. The 3-2 pitch on the way from Decker, fouled back. So Cameron will get another chance. Popped up, foul again. Going to be out of play. So we'll do the full count pitch once again. Great pitcher batter battle here. Trevor Corbett broke over to second, trying to make a pickoff, and at the same time, batter Kammer called a timeout.
It's probably a good thing, because if Decker had made his best move there, he got him.
That one's a little bit inside. The bases are loaded. That's 2 walks in a row. Back to the top of the order for the Flashes. Carson Back steps in. 2 strikeouts and a walk. Back scored their first run, their first and only run of the game, back in the 6th inning. That's a fastball over the outside corner of the plate, strike 1. We haven't seen Decker throw a lot of fastballs tonight, Perry. Been very effective on the breaking balls and the off speeds. Bouncer to 2, could be 2. It's not going to be. It's going to be at least 1.
There you go for the sure one there.
Yeah. So Back is retired, but on the play, Omensick does score, gets the 2nd run of the game for the Flashes, and they're down to their last out. Nate Schwartz steps in. He's walked, got a single, and a ground out to short. 2 down. That one's fouled off to the right. Oh, 0-1 on Nate Schwartz. Bouncer to third, over to first.
That's it.
In time, and the Millers win it. So in the top of the 7th, 1 run, 1 hit, No errors, 2 left on the bases. Perry, your thoughts on this game?
Well, it's always good to get a sweep. I mean, let's just face it. When you can get a sweep in the Hoosier Crossroad Conference,
that's quite an accomplishment.
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, we'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, visit HamiltonCounty.com, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Blades Audio, Video, and Security, the Hamilton County Reporter, Sarah Cleverly of FC Tucker Real Estate, and Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance. On behalf of Perry Williams, I'm Brad Silbert. Good night from the Dunk.